Fall is here in Fridley, and Pumpkin Night in the Park is only a few weeks away. Our friends at Springbrook Nature Center will give us the scoop on everything you need to know about this great community tradition.
Saturday, Saturday, Saturday! Don't miss this huge event at Springbrook Nature Center, October 19th. Pumpkins galore! Balloon art, face painting, food, pirates, and more! There's no end to the fun. You cannot contain your excitement. Did we mention pumpkins? So many pumpkins! One day only, October 19th, Pumpkin Night in the Park. Springbrook Nature Center. Get your tickets before they sell out now.
Wow, it's fantastic. It's gripping. It's edgy. It's
over the top. Is it the best we can come up with? It seems like it doesn't even fit the event. I mean, it didn't even mention that there are 1,300 pumpkins that get carved and lit.
I mean, sure it did. Didn't you hear them say, pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins?
What about the costume characters? I love that pirate crew in the wetland.
But you saw the awesome flames, right? It fits because there's lots of bonfires.
But it doesn't mention the dance with the DJ or the entertainers. I mean, Embrace the Light will be there. You know, the fire performers and the Big Fun show. Who doesn't like big fun?
Fine. So you're saying that you'd like to have an ad that tells people that tickets are $8 in advance and $10 at the gate? And there are lots of things to see and do, right?
Exactly. Remember the Ghostbusters and the kettle corn and the balloon artist, the face painter, the in-motion dancers, the cool stuff that's in the nature play area, and the live owls, the folk singer, the campfire, and you know, this year we get to go back to the future. Did you hear about the DeLorean?
All right, but you liked the part where the date and time were mentioned, right? Saturday, October 19th, 6 to 10 p.m.?
Yes, that was perfect. Let's have the announcer try it one more time.
Make your way out to Springbrook Nature Center for this year's Pumpkin Night in the Park. The event takes place on Saturday, October 19th from 6 to 10 p.m. Get your tickets in advance for just $8 online or at the Nature Center, or line up at the gate for $10. Experience enchanted trails, costumed characters, fire dancers, the Big Fun show, live dance with the DJ, the in-motion dancers, more than 1,000 glowing pumpkins, bonfires, monster bingo, and delicious concessions. For more information, visit springbrooknaturecenter.org.
Next up, our Public Safety Department has Halloween safety tips, information on our DWI officer grant, and our second annual Coats from Cops collection.
Hey everyone, my name is Nico Wallet with the Fridley Police Department. The Fridley Police Association is asking for donations for our second annual Coats with Cops. The Fridley Police Association is looking for gently used or new winter gear, boots, socks, coats, snow pants, and the goal is to collect as much winter gear for children ages 0 to 17 to make sure that everyone in Fridley has a warm set of clothes for the winter months. We are taking donations from now until October 31st during regular business hours. All donations can be dropped off at the Fridley Police Department, 7071 University Avenue Northeast in Fridley. The event is going to be held at the Fridley Police Department on November 1st from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It is on a first-come, first-served basis, so make sure you get here early. The Fridley Police Association's goal is to outfit as many families with warm winter gear as we can. So if you are in financial struggles, come on out and we will do our best to make sure that your children have warm gear for the winter months.
Hi, I'm Courtney Miller, Crime Prevention Specialist with the Fridley Police Department, and I have a few safety tips for you for Halloween that's coming up this month. First, be smart when you pick out your Halloween costumes. Make sure they fit you properly and aren't oversized so that you're not tripping on your costume. Also, make sure that your costumes allow you to be seen easily by drivers that have built-in reflectors, or you can add reflective tape to your costume so that you have better visibility when you're out and about in your neighborhood. Another thing is, make sure you're looking both ways when you cross the street. Don't just jump out between buildings or cut across driveways. Pay attention to your surroundings and make sure drivers see you. Make eye contact with drivers so that you know they see you and you see them. Drivers, while you're driving around the neighborhoods, please take extra caution and drive slowly so that you can make sure that you're creating a safe environment for trick-or-treaters who may be in the street more so than usual. If you are giving out candy, make sure your property is well lit and that there is a clear path for trick-or-treaters to come to your doors. Also, one opportunity to light up your costumes is to carry around flashlights or glow sticks. You can get free glow sticks at the Fridley Fire Open House on Saturday, October 5th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure you're having a fun and safe Halloween this year.
Hello everyone, I'm Officer Murphy with the Fridley Police Department. Recently, the Fridley Police Department received a federal grant that allows for a full-time DWI officer to be out there patrolling on the streets. This grant will be taking place from October 1st of 2019 till October 1st of 2020. I was selected to be that enforcement officer for that entire year, so I just wanted to reach out to everybody, let you know that I will be out there patrolling the streets of Fridley looking for DWIs and enforcing DWIs. So please plan accordingly. Use the resources that are available to you, Lyft, Uber, friends, relatives, whatever you can think of. Plan ahead, drive sober, and be safe.
On September 19th, we hosted an unveiling party for the Timberwolves court at Madison Park. Check out the highlights.
Good afternoon, Fridley! My name is Jennifer Ridgway, and I'm the Vice President of Social Responsibility for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we couldn't be more excited to be with you here today to celebrate this unveiling of the court. And we want to give special thanks to our partners, U.S. Bank, for their Our Courts, Our Future program, where we partner across the state of Minnesota in providing safe and healthy places to play. So how many of you want to play on this court today? Yeah. We're ready. So before we open up the court and host a clinic for all of you, I'd like to introduce some very special guests. Would any of you like to meet our first round draft pick this NBA season for the Minnesota Timberwolves? Yeah. Who wants to meet? All right, I'd like to introduce Jared Culver.
Thank you. First off, I'm just excited to be here, be a part of the community of Minnesota, and having an outside court like this. Me and my brothers, we grew up all the time playing outdoors, playing outside on the court, so this is a big moment for me and for sure my family, and just being a part of this, I'm so thankful to everybody to my side. And I'm just excited. I know it's gonna be a lot of memories, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Now comes the long-winded part. Now really, I have a newfound respect or appreciation for U.S. Bank. I've been a bank with them for many, many years, and I know Chris very well, quite frankly, but because they're involved in this, it's just very exciting to me to know that the bank that I deal with has been involved in something as nice as this. So thank you very much, Chris. And so U.S. Bank has been a great partner, not the least of which is the Timberwolves. How about that? I mean, getting a new court like this, isn't that wonderful? I think so, right? I'd like to share just a moment with you folks why this is called Madison Park. So just a little brief history, a few points. In 1953, Ernest Madison was our deputy clerk for the village of Fridley back in 53. In 54, he became the first city manager. We have our current one right over here to my left, Wally Wysopal, but there you go, waving his hand. But Ernest was our first. In 57, Ernie formed E&M Development Company, which then went on to develop neighborhoods such as Melody Manor, the one neighborhood we're in now, plus several others in Fridley. And Ernie was elected then in 1960 as the Anoka County Commissioner who represented Fridley and Spring Lake Park, our next door neighbors. Upon Ernie's death in 1963, at the age of 50, he left us all too soon. This park was named Madison Park in honor of Ernest Madison by the Fridley City Council at that time. And I wanted to give a shout out to Leon and Karen Madsen. They're, wave your hand, stand up. They're in the audience here as well, and I think that's great that they came out today as well. So I just want to move it along so that all the kids can get out here and do a little basketball shooting, and maybe we can even get Jared out here to show us a couple of tricks that he uses on the game. So thanks for coming out today on a warm day, but a beautiful sunny day, and I hope that you enjoy this court for many years to come. And again, thank you, U.S. Bank and Timberwolves.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today and enjoying the beautiful weather with all of us. We at US Bank really believe that our communities are stronger when people have stable housing and recreational play. And a combination of those two really just ultimately brings joy to everyone and really builds some pivotal pieces in all of our lives. And so I just want to thank the Timberwolves for the partnership on this program. This program has been around for quite a few years, and this is the fourth court of the year that we've done. So thank you guys for that. And we just want to thank the community for coming out and enjoying this moment with all of us. So thank you all so very much, and we look forward to seeing some basketball action here in a minute.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. So now, on behalf of US Bank and our Courts Our Future program with Minnesota Timberwolves, we would like to present this plaque to the mayor and the city of Fridley. And once again, we applaud all of your commitment to voting for your community to receive this wonderful court. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
And before we can play, we have a ribbon cutting.
5, ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just because summer is over doesn't mean our recreation activities stop. Interns Bryce and Matt are here to tell us all about kids and adult activities for this fall.
Hi, my name is Bryce.
And I'm Matthew Mraz.
We're both recreation interns with the City of Fridley Parks and Recreation Department, and we're here to talk about our upcoming fall recreation programs.
For adult activities, we have 3 sessions of yoga starting on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday starting early November.
For adult wellness, we have Zumba on Thursday nights starting in early November, Aqua Zumba starting early November on Sunday nights, and Bogo Taekwondo classes at the community center on Wednesdays starting in early November.
For more adult activities, we have adult basketball starting late November. We have 3 leagues, 2 fun leagues that are on Thursdays, and 1 competitive league that are on Wednesdays. And we also have co-rec volleyball that's on Mondays and Wednesdays at Hayes Elementary.
Finally, for adult sports, we have broomball and boot hockey. We have a co-rec league on Tuesday nights and a men's league on Thursday nights for broomball. For boot hockey, we have a league Sunday night and Wednesday night.
For after-school programs for K through 4 in November through December, Monday through Friday, we have a variety of activities including painting, basketball leagues, a sports sampler, and a class called Snackables and Gift Making. And these classes are all after school at Hayes.
Over winter break, we have a variety of field trips ranging from indoor activities like going to the Minnesota Science Museum to going tubing outdoors for ages K through 5.
We also have open gym on Fridays for middle schoolers, and this is located at Hayes Elementary right after school, and this starts early November.
For preschoolers, we have programs like Little Athletes and Tot Time at Hayes Open Gym.
For more information or to register, please visit our website at fridleymn.gov/recreation or give us a call.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Krusel, and I'm the Community Engagement Specialist with the City of Fridley. I'm here to talk to you today about the City of Fridley new Resident Welcome Mixer. All new City of Fridley residents are invited to the new Resident Welcome Mixer on Saturday, October 12th from 10 to noon at the new Fridley Civic Campus. Residents will have the opportunity to learn about city services, ask questions, and meet others who are new to the community. This event is also open to any City of Fridley residents who are looking to learn more about city services and programs. This event will take place at the new City Hall and outside on the Civic Plaza. Please dress for the weather. There will be an official welcome from elected officials and city staff at 10:15 a.m., but please feel free to stop by anytime. This event will include more information about parks and recreation programs, energy, recycling, public safety, and more. There will also be various community groups at the event, like the Mississippi Library, Anoka County Parks, League of Women Voters, Fridley Historical Society, and the local watershed districts. This is a great opportunity to learn about the additional programs and services in our community, as well as how to get involved and volunteer. This is a great opportunity to meet and build relationships with elected officials and city staff. Bring your kids, as there will be activities provided by recreation staff and community groups. Light breakfast refreshments will be provided. RSVPs are encouraged. You can learn more about the new resident welcome mixer and RSVP at fridleymn.gov/new resident mixer.
This summer, we asked Fridley residents about what they wanted for the future of our parks and trail system. Part of the community engagement process included public meetings at our Fridley Civic Campus. Gretchen Nichols gives us the recap on the parks meetings and their outcomes.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Nichols with the LISC Twin Cities. We have had the great honor of working with the City of Fridley on a variety of community discussions. We recently finished a discussion around the parks master planning, and we have some great information to share with the city and with the community about what it is people love about their parks, what it is they think can be improved, and what it is that we can start to think about as a system of park amenities and the ways in which we use the park today and how we want to think about it for our future. So the park system in Fridley is quite amazing. Many people said, I can't believe there's so many parks. I never realized there were so many parks in Fridley. So what was interesting to learn is to understand all of the different dimensions that the park system offers for the community, the ways in which people experience the parks, all of the different ways that people want to use the parks, and how it is that we want to prepare for and plan for what that future will be. The parks of Fridley are connected to a broader ecosystem that includes the regional parks and other kind of small components. So how does all of that fit together? And what is it that Fridley wants to really build out in their parks? Some of that involves improved equipment. Some of it involves improved treatments to the natural amenities, the waterfront, the different strategies that you have around how kids play in the parks and the recreational opportunities. So it was a really great opportunity to hear a lot from residents about what they really appreciate and enjoy about their parks and where they think there could be some improvements. But this is just the beginning. We have a lot more discussions to have with the community to really drill down into the specific parks and what's happening in that area. How can we really make the most out of that park experience? There's so much more to learn and so much more to consider. So I hope that the residents will continue to participate and be involved in that conversation. We really need all of the voices to come forward. So the vision for the city has kind of been formatted with this initial discussion in terms of places for all. We understand the diversity of the community and the ways in which there's many ages and abilities, and people want to use the parks in different ways. We know that people want to have more information about the parks and how that gets communicated and how we can be informed on ideas and things that people would like to see in the parks. We also know there's a lot of potential for partnerships throughout the city and through the area in terms of how we work together to make the parks as wonderful as we can. So there are many opportunities for people to be involved, to engage, and to be a part of the next era of the Fridley Park systems. So stay tuned. There's more to come. Keep track of the city website where information will come forward on other opportunities to participate. Read in the community newsletter what's coming up. Be involved, stay involved. The parks need you.
Now let's take a look at what our City Council has been working on. Here's City Manager Wally Weisapel with a September Council update.
Hello and welcome to the City Council update for September 9th. I'm Wally Weisopel, City Manager. Here's what the City Council is up to. At our conference meeting, the City Council met to discuss proposals that are going to be made for Mississippi Street. There's an open house coming up soon, and proposals by Anoka County on what might be able to be done for its reconstruction, lane reconfigurement, and trails, those kinds of things. Then the City Council discussed the vacancy on the City Council that's taking place because of the resignation of Bob Barnett. So the City Council was just discussing the city charter requirements, what they have to follow, and took action later on at the regular meeting. So at the regular meeting, the City Council considered the Appeals Commission, the disillusionment of the Appeals Commission. And this is happening because with fewer and fewer zoning appeals being done due to changes in state law, the Appeals Commission hadn't met for several years. So therefore, the City Council is designating the Planning Commission to take the responsibility of the Appeals Commission, and final action on that matter will take place later on this month. Then the City Council approved final ordinances for massage therapy. Two things happened there. One is that the zoning was not allowed for massage therapy in residential districts. And then secondly, some updates to the code itself with regard to some of the wording that's in that ordinance to make it more contemporary. Then the City Council dealt with Bob's resignation. They accepted his resignation. The second thing that they did was they declared a vacancy, and according to City Charter, they have 30 days to fill that vacancy. The City Council agreed that the process that they'll take is to accept applications for the at-large council member seat until the 20th of September, and then on the 24th of September, they're holding a special meeting to interview those candidates, and those interviews will be broadcast on our cable show. And then the City Council took action to fill Bob's vacancy as the Mayor Pro Tem, and this designation goes with the at-large council member. We have 3 ward council members and 1 at-large, and then the mayor. At-large meaning that that position is elected by the entire city, and they designated and approved Ann Bolcom, Councilmember Bolcom, to become the at-large representative, or I'm sorry, the Mayor Pro Tem. For the time period that Bob is gone and the vacancy of the at-large seat. And so they wished Bob well, and he had many, many people come to thank him, including our department managers who worked with Bob for over 32 years. The City Council then approved a deer management study. In the past, the City Council has given approval to thin the deer herd at Springbrook Nature Center. This authority now rests within the entire city. And we've had numerous complaints within some of our neighborhoods about the destructive damage that the deer are doing to backyards and that kind of thing. And whenever the city intends to thin that deer herd out, they first must have approval and a study done that's approved by the DNR, and then they have to public notice of that. So in the future, the City Council will grant any requests by the staff to proceed to thin some deer herd within areas of Fridley. And then the City Council approved some changes to the City Clerk's position. The City Clerk, Deb Scogan, is retiring, and we're going to be doing some consolidation of responsibilities, and one of them is to assign the City Clerk title to our City Finance Director and Treasurer, Dan Tinter. Those will take effect upon Deb's retirement later this month. So that's what the council is up to. Thanks for checking in. I'm Wally Weishaupt, City Manager. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome to the council update. I'm Wally Weishaupt, City Manager. And here's what the City Council is up to on both the 23rd and 24th of September. On the 23rd, the City Council had a conference meeting where they got together and heard a proposal to refinance the Northern Stacks redevelopment. You'll remember that as the Northern Pump area, just south of 694 and East River Road. And this is a collaborative effort with the city's Housing Redevelopment Authority to help refinance that redevelopment in order to promote further redevelopment within the city. No action was taken, and it will proceed to a regular City Council meeting in October. The City Council then had a presentation at their regular meeting regarding the Park Master Plan. And this was after a series of 4 meetings that took place to solicit citizen involvement and input regarding the future of the city's park system and recreation programs. And the City Council heard that presentation, and the Parks Commission and city staff will be working on some new ideas for our parks and recreation programs. At the regular meeting, the City Council declared a property nuisance at 1340 Hillcrest. Now, this is a result of a fire that took place about 7 months ago, and the house still hasn't been taken down completely. And in order to make things move along in 20 days, the homeowner has 20 days to remove the rest of that structure, and if not, the city has authority then to move in to do that for them. This was done after numerous neighborhood complaints regarding that structure. The City Council then approved a stormwater easement at 6050 Main Street. This is the new development taking place at the train station site on the east side of the tracks that's being developed, and this will allow for those apartments to be constructed. The City Council then authorized a street project for 69th Street. This is the one that was done last year, but due to some issues in timing, the project couldn't get done on couldn't get started on time, and therefore, after 1 year, the City Council had to reauthorize that project, and they so did. The City Council then approved a tax increase for next year of 3.97%. This will be the most that the City Council can levy. The final levy will be approved in December. And that 3.97 is a result, as a net number after the general fund property levy goes on, and then some of our debt services continue to get reduced, and therefore the net levy increase is 3.97%. The proposed budget for next year will be $963,110. Let me do that again. $17,963,110. That's a big number. And that's a slight increase from the previous year. And that number, again, cannot increase. The final budget will be approved in December. Then the City Council approved a preliminary plan for 7th Street and 57th. This will be for a trail program that'll go in, that'll connect the various parks at Commons Park, and then also the schools all the way around towards Medtronic Parkway and then to University Avenue. That was that council meeting, and on the 24th, the following day, the City Council had a special meeting to appoint a new council member for the vacant seat that was vacated by Bob Barnett. This is the at-large council member seat. This seat covers the entire city, unlike the 3 wards that we have. And we solicited for interest on that position, and we had 5 people. 1 of them withdrew. The 4 that remained were Pam Reynolds, Terry McClellan, Dave Ostwald, and Ryan Evanson. After hearing their interviews and deliberating on what they brought to the council, the City Council unanimously appointed Dave Ostwald to the vacant seat. Now that he'll remain in that seat until the election in November, and we'll see what will happen at that time. So that was what the council was up to. Thanks for checking in. I'm Wally Weisopel, City Manager. Thanks for watching.
That's all for this month's Community Connection. Be sure to subscribe to email updates and follow the City of Fridley on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. I'm Brooke Hall. Thanks for watching.